Okay, I told you that I would show you when we started to fill these beds, and so I'm going to show you what we're doing right now. All right, we've gone ahead and we're just putting this plastic in to kind of protect that redwood a little bit more. And I've got Dylan and Colby that are helping me today. What we're doing is we're just stapling it around. And then I will, after they're filled, I'll come back and cut the top part out. But this is how we're doing it right now. So you'll see that we've got cardboard, and we're going to go ahead and place that cardboard over the plastic, and I'll get back to you just a sec. All right, so we went ahead and put that plastic around, and of course, I'm not going to have anything perfect, and then I kind of cut it too short. But now we've put cardboard in the bottom of it. Now this is usually only necessary if you're putting it on dirt or if you're putting it on grass to keep the weeds and the grass from growing through it. But I'm just putting it on here to keep everything kind of nice and handy. So that plastic is double. It's not really thick to start with, but that's why we doubled it. And so this is where we're at, and we'll show you the next step in a second. All right, so we're going to start doing the very same thing in the U-shaped bed, and it'll take a little bit longer to put that plastic around it and to piece it with the cardboard, but we're making progress here, guys. I don't know if you remember or not, but in the video I did on how to build those board and block raised beds, I showed you these yellow tubs that I've been using for tomatoes. We're going to take the material out of those and put them in these grow beds. But I'm also going to take all the material that's in those green grow beds that have the swimming pools under them, because they are just disintegrating in the sun. And so I have used them, I think, for 3 years, and they weren't that expensive. So we're going to get started here in just a sec. So you know that I kind of like to work smarter, not harder. And sometimes you find great people to come help you, and Dylan and Colby are great people, and they are hard workers, and those are my two favorite things in this entire world. So now we're going to start putting the dirt in, and you'll see as we're putting it in that we're going to supplement it with some things, and that is because the material that we're using has been in these grow beds for a couple of years, and it's good as a base, but it's not got any nutrients left in it after a season. And so we'll start putting that in now. All right, so we're just taking the stuff out of the yellow buckets, and you'll notice, that the dirt is good and dark. It's just got lots of roots in it. So we're gonna pull those roots out and get with the next bucket. So we're just breaking it up and putting it in all parts of that. That's just kind of a full layer, and if you'll notice that when we made these, we put wood chips in them, and in some of them you can't hardly tell the wood chips are still there, but you can in others. See, so anyway, that's what we're doing. I want to kind of tell you about what happens with wood chips. If you'll notice, there's quite a few in this last bucket that they dumped in there, and the reason that they're more whole, and you can notice some more, is because that bucket probably didn't get as much water as the other buckets. But if you'll notice over here, you can't hardly tell that any of this is wood chips. It just looks like good compost. So just keep that in mind. If you'll always know what is going on in your buckets, if you can tell what is breaking down and decomposing and what's not. All right, so we've got this up probably halfway, and that was 12 of those yellow buckets, and they were probably about halfway full. And now what we're going to do is I've got some vermiculite, we're going to put some in there, I've got some compost, and then I've got some fertilizer. And we're going to mix all those kind of in this top next layer. All right, so we've got it up 3/4 of the way with that soil that came out of the buckets, and also some compost I had here on hand. And now I put in perlite, vermiculite, and that soil additive, the Fertilome, and I also threw in some fertilizer right there. So now we're gonna take and just put this grow box mix, and that'll be our topping, and this that'll be done. All right, so it has been a busy 4 or 5 hours. We've got the U-shaped bed and the great big bed that I was showing you earlier. We've got them all full. I've got them, they've brought me over some more things to put in my beds that I have already. I'm going to be working again tomorrow. We're going to be putting in another wood and block bed. We're going to be putting in some canopy kind of trellises so that it'll look kind of like a tunnel going down through the middle of the grow beds. That's going to be over in the putting green. And I had somebody else ask me the other day, what are you doing over there on what is that area over there? Well, my husband loved to golf. And when we built this home, he decided that we had plenty of space that he was going to put in a putting green. And so he did. And I think that there were probably 8 holes, I think. And we had the little cups, we had the flags, and we had everything. And they played with it for probably, I don't know, probably 2 years, maybe 3. Well, we've been up here since 2008, so it's been 17 years, I guess. Oh, I've got bugs flying in my hair. And for the most part, it ended up being a place that I put the trampoline, so it wouldn't be on the lawn. And I started out a couple of years ago, and I put a big black Rubbermaid trough over there and made it into a grow box. And then this year, last year I put 2 more or 3 more maybe grow beds either around the edge or right on the putting green. And then I've put 5 more today. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And I'll show you some video from that. I had some great help today, and I appreciate Dylan and Colby and Justice and Maddie. You know who you are. You did awesome, and I appreciate every moment of it. The older I get, the less I'm able to do stuff by myself. I'll be able to plant by myself this weekend, but for the most part, I cannot get these beds ready, especially the ones that are empty, you know? And it's taken a lot of hard work, so I appreciate all their effort. So I think it's time to run in, and I know my hands aren't very dirty right now because I went in and washed them a minute ago, but my lips are so dry. It's just, and I've let the kids go for the afternoon because it looks like it might rain. Sounds like it might rain, but who knows? So we'll see. But I'll show you how when we pound in the posts for that trellis and how we're going to do it with the cattle panels. And I think it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to work, because every one of those plants in that greenhouse is saying, let us go, let us go. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. Get your hands dirty if that's what you're going to do, if you're working in your garden. If you're camping, I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you don't hit any rain at all. If you are doing something else for Memorial Day weekend, I hope you stay safe and have a good time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, just give me a holler, let me know why. And if you are new to the channel, just subscribe. I love to see when I get new subscribers. So you guys have a great day and enjoy it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.